we're going to show you something different here ourselves. We're going to show you a little bit about making rope and stuff. How the first families made it, your grandfathers, and their forefathers and stuff made rope. We know that one of the first plants that they ever made rope out of was a hemp plant. That first rope right there is a hemp rope. Well, they would use boys and girls just like y'all, and every family would have their little hemp gardens and stuff because rope was a very valuable tool. They had to have it to get by and stuff, to cross the desert on them camels or ride the horses or whatever, carry stuff here and there. Well, that worked fine for several centuries. Then the shipping industry got into the scene, and they had to have a lot of rope before the ship left port and everything. So what they had to do is come up with a rope factory. And basically this is what this is, a small rope factory. What they call them was rope walks. And they would take boys and girls like y'all, and they would take the twine and stuff, and they would lash it off on one end, and they would go back and forth like here to them trees out there, till they got it all bound up into this right here is a rope making machine. Okay, and after they got it all twined up and everything, they would lash it off. And this thing hanging right here looks kind of like a pork chop. It's called a carriage. They would take this carriage and insert it into the twine. As they did, they would go to turn it. Notice she turns a certain way down there. If you turn the other way, it would weaken the rope. As he's got a hole back on it here with a counterweight and everything, you watch this. It's pretty cool here, quick to take off. This thing will take off, and look at that rope coming there, just like magic, isn't it? Yeah. They can make a lot of rope. Well, this worked fine. But the problem was, the rope didn't last very long. They needed something to preserve it. And what they come up with is a pine rosin. This rope right here has been soaked in pine rosin. Kind of like a little lariat. The cowboys use it. You can feel that. Just pass that on down. Let everybody see that. Well, this worked great. Problem solved. But the problem was, it cost a lot of money to make this stuff, and they was looking for alternative ways to make rope and stuff. So they come up with this second one right here. This is a cotton rope. Y'all know what cotton is?
Yeah.
All right, you would being from Harrisburg. Well, this worked great. It's very soft, very easy to use, very pliable. But the problem was, it wasn't very stout. When they moored and shipped the stuff off with it, it would break. So they were still looking for alternative ways. About 1920, they come up with a wonderful invention called nylon. Very stout, very durable, had elasticity to it. But the problem was, when they moored and shipped the stuff off with it, it would stretch and it would break and people would get hurt. And anyway, they'd lose their lives, whatever, but they were still looking for ways. About 1950, they come up with the propylene rope. If y'all got an uncle or somebody that's got a boat or do a little fishing or going up to lakes or something, then that's probably what they use right there. And the rest of them are just utility cords and stuff like that they use for clothesline, to hang clothes out. Your grandmothers might have done that, your great-grandmothers or whatever, some still do. But the rest of them are just basically ropes. But the wildest thing is, the first rope they ever started was the hemp rope. They still use it today because of the strength and durability of it. Pretty cool. All right, that's the basic thing on making